Parents, listen up. When your child gets into that toddler stage where they're transitioning from a real diaper to underwear, most of the time our children are in daycare. And while daycares prefer one type of diaper to use because of the amount of children, there might be a better option for you to use for your everyday going about your business. So today's video is going to be talking about the top 2 type of training underwear or diapers that toddlers will usually be in, and which one I've been using for my son, and recommendations on just overall best usage for the everyday average person. Alright, so just a little 101 about the different type of training underwear or diapers that your toddler who's 18 months to 4 years old will be in. Now there are different companies that you can go to based on people's budget. You might not be able to get the exact kind. In the description box below I will list everything that is considered a training underwear or training diaper so that you can find the brand that is closest to what you currently use. I'm going to be talking about the 2 that I currently use for my toddler who is 2, and that's Pampers as well as the Pull-Ups. Pull-Ups is a brand, not just a name, and Pampers also have Pull-Ups, but they're called training underwear. So now we're going to get into just the differences between the 2 and which one I prefer later in the video. Alright, so we're going to start with the Pull-Ups. This is what a pull-up looks like. It has the sizes on the back and it lets you know this is the back. 3T to 4T. I think the largest that pull-ups will go up to is 5T to 6T. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for pull-ups. It actually says pull-ups on the top of the diaper, and as you can see, the main difference is, and one of the reasons why a lot of people like the pull-ups is because you can tear on the side to remove the diaper and then fasten it back to put the diaper back. Okay, so this is for the pull-ups. They also mentioned that when your toddler takes pee-pee, everything here fades. Same thing with the back. Everything fades, so like all of these caricatures, all that fades when they have a full diaper. And so this is like the main feature with the pull-up. These are the Pampers and they're called training underwear. It's pretty similar, same thing. It has that this is the back, it has 2T to 4T, and it also has the same mechanism where this bottom part starts to fade when the PP part is full. Same thing with the back, but unlike the pull-ups, on the side you will see that there is no way to tear and release, so you're keeping the full mechanism of actually it being underwear. You can tear along the sides up here if you are done with the diaper, but unlike the pull-ups, you'll have to put a new diaper on as if you're putting on underwear. So those are the main differences between the 2. Like I said, we just use Pull-Ups and Pampers, but Huggies, Walmart, Target, they all have brands that do the exact same thing. Alright, now let's get into the pros of using Pull-Ups brand training underwear. As I mentioned previously, with the pull-ups you can tear along the side and then you can fasten it back up. Now that's one of the main advantages to using this diaper over the other type of pull-ups that you will see is because you're able to just remove it and put it back together on this side as well as this side. It makes it a lot easier if you're out in public, and this is actually the brand that most daycares will recommend that you have for your children, just because the amount of volume in the child's class, it makes it easier for them to change your child, and that's to me one of the only main advantages. What I don't like and what I dislike about the pull-ups is that this side is so you can really open it really easily. My son, he's able to take off his diaper a lot easier with these on, and you can tell just by the feel of the 2 different type of diapers. Like this diaper is a little thinner. I would recommend doing the pull-ups if you're really in the process of potty training your son or your daughter. If you're not quite at the potty training stage, these may not be as beneficial. because again, these diapers are really for getting your child ready to potty train. So if you're not quite at that stage, the fact that your child's able to pull these off really easily, it makes it challenging to keep them on. Yes, if you're not quite there yet, your toddler will start taking off their diaper and running around the house. So get ready. And now for the Pampers training underwear, as they call them. So these are the same. Again, they have the same thing in the back as far as like the size and things like that. Now I will say what I do like about the Pampers, I mean, just in general, my husband and I have always bought Pampers for our son. We've never had any major accidents with the Pampers. The coverage has always been excellent, and we just like the way that it feels and fits our son. And again, I know Pampers can be a little bit expensive, but we have just always used them because we've never had to worry about, even when he was having blowouts when he was an infant, it was never to the point where we could not save our clothing with him. So we've just always stuck with Pamper products just because for us it has fit the best and has just the best durability when it comes to like their stinky little butts. But what I do like about this, the underwear, is that you have this really thick side, and so sometimes, especially when you have boys, you know, their little wee-wees may not always stay in the front. They might, like when you pull them up, it might flip up, and so this helps to catch any of that side pee that might leak out when you are dealing with the pull-up. Of course, with that advantage, the disadvantage is that if you need to change them in public, you have to take off their pants and pull it back up. Again, these are also similar to if you're potty training, so that's why their training underwear are like pull-ups, because by the time your child reaches 2 through 4, the goal is to really start transitioning them out of the underwear, so they're not as, you know, they're not going to be as easy as just diapers to change, because the goal is to transition them into regular underwear anyway. I also like that the Pampers diaper is just a lot thicker. So when you're holding the two in your hand, you can just tell like this is a lot thicker. It's going to hold like wetness a lot better, and it actually does. I find that, you know, sometimes just like with adults, babies have diarrhea, and I find that with the Pampers it just holds a little bit better, the blowout versus the pull-ups. And you can even just tell on the side just the amount of coverage. The pull-ups is a lot slimmer than compared to regular Pampers. I think that's another key reason why if you're not really trying to transition your baby out of a diaper, keeping them in the type of training diapers resemble a regular diaper is going to benefit you better. And because it's just a lot thicker, he will usually sleep in the regular Pampers. We don't have him sleeping in the pull-ups. Usually we keep the pull-ups if we know that he's going to like a party throughout the day, or if he's going to be in and out of the water and we need to take his diaper off. That is when this is most beneficial. But as far as like overnight or for long hours, now again, your child might not pee or poop a lot, but as they get older, they will pee and poop a lot. So you'll just have to make a decision then on what is going to work better. But we personally like using the Pampers training underwear just because it's just a lot thicker to touch, and also just the sides and just the amount of coverage when it comes to like little pee-pee and boo-boo that they might get. It's just gonna give us that coverage that we need. But pull-ups are still good, especially because, like I said, if you know that you're gonna be frequently changing them, then these would probably do you better. If you're also really in the process of like trying to potty train, these would do you better. But for like overnight coverage or for long periods of time, or like after he comes from daycare, we immediately take him out of these and put him in the regular diaper, just because we feel a lot more confident that he's not going to have blowouts that are going to like stain, you know, and he's not going to be as likely to take off his diaper like he will with these, with the Pampers. So that's it for today's comparison video. I hope it was very, very helpful for you. Make sure to check out my playlist of other products that I review for toddlers. I'm going to link them up here so that you can check it out at the end of this video. video, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more toddler products, reviews, and recommendations. And if you haven't, make sure to subscribe to my email list. On my email list, I send out weekly deals that you, mama, papa, everyone in the parenting crew should have before they even hit the market, in the description box below. Until next video, take care. Bye.